Lesson 3. Principle number 1. Alphabet Review. T, D, E, F, A, V, N, R, O, I, ING or H, S, and M. Principle number 2. Brief forms. There are some words in the English language that occur again and again when we speak or write. As an aid to rapid writing, special abbreviations called brief forms are provided for some of these common words. I is represented by A, am is represented by M, Mr. is represented by M and R, have is represented by V, will or well is represented by L, a or an is represented by A, it or at is represented by T, in or not is represented by N, our and R is represented by R. In is also used as a word beginning in words like indeed is represented by N, D, E, and D. Inside is represented by N, S, long I, and D. Invite is represented by N, V, long I, and D.
Principle number 3. Praising. The use of brief forms for common words enables you to save time. Another device for saving writing time is called praising, or the writing of 2 or more shorthand outlines together. Here are a number of phrases built with the brief form you have studied. I have is represented by A and V. I have not is represented by A, V, and N. I will is represented by A and L. I will have is represented by A, L, and V. He will is represented by H, E, L. He will not is represented by H, E, L, N. I am is represented by A and M. In R is represented by N and R. It will is represented by T and L.
Principle 4. Left S and Z. Earlier, you learned one stroke for S and Z. Another stroke for S and Z is also used in order to provide an easy joining in any combination of strokes, a backward comma, which is also written downward. For convenience, it is called the left S. At this point, you need to try to decide which S stroke to use in any given word. This will become clear to you as your study of Gregg shorthand progresses. Needs are represented by N, E, D, and left S. Names are represented by N, A, M, and left S. Rise is represented by R, long I, and left S. Most is represented by M, O, left S, and T. Least is represented by L, E, S, and T. Rights is represented by R, long I, T, and S. Males is represented by M, A, L, and left S. Sims is represented by S, E, M, and left S. Series is represented by comma S, E, R, E, and left S. Seal is represented by comma S, E, and L. Sales is represented by comma S, A, L, and S. Homes is represented by H, O, M, and left S. Marami ako.
Principle number 5. P and B. The shorthand stroke for P is a downward curve, the same shape as the left S except that it is larger. Approximately half of the height of the space between the lines in your shorthand notebook. Hope is represented by H, O, and P. Open is represented by O, P, and N. Pay is represented by P and A. Spare is represented by S, P, A, and R. Space is represented by S, P, A, and left S. Please is represented by P, L, E, and left S. Place is represented by P, L, A, and left S. Price is represented by P, R, long I, and left S. Paper is represented by P, A, P, and R. Provide is represented by P, R, O, V, long I, and D. Prepare is represented by P, R, E, P, A, and R. Type is represented by T, long I, and P.
The shorthand stroke for B is also a downward curve the same shape as the left S and P, except that it is much larger, approximately the full height of the space between the lines in your shorthand notebook. Bay. The word bay is represented by B and A. Base. The word base is represented by B, A, and left S. Bear. The word bear is represented by B, A, and R. Boat. The word boat is represented by B, O, and T. Buy. The word buy is represented by B and long I. Brief. The word brief is represented by B, R, E, and F. Next is the bright. The word bright is represented by B, R, long I, and T. Blame. The word blame is represented by B, L, A, and M. Able. The word able is represented by A, B, and L. Labor. The word labor is represented by L, A, B, and R. Neighbor. The word neighbor is represented by N, A, B, and R. Label. The word label is represented by L, A, B, and L. Observe that the combinations PR as in price, PL as in please, BR as in bright, and BL as in blame are written with one sweep of the pen without a pause between the P or B and the R or L.